हेलो 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 हेलो। सर मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना आपको? सर यू कैन हियर मी?
Yeah, I can hear you.
अच्छा ठीक है, परफेक्ट।
Settings. Yes.
हाँ मैडम, यस।
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
Can hear you. Thank you.
Perfect. Right. Add.
Very good afternoon, Narayan sir. Narayan PV sir. Actually, your camera is not working.
Yeah.
So
I'm just
yeah,
trying to fix it.
yeah,
Uh,
you can log out and again you can rejoin, sir.
Again, log in. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Thanks for that.
Will
I'll
work.
do that right away.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I think while everybody is joining in, if we can just quickly check the video and audio for one by one. Um, Neha Goyal ma'am, if you can just unmute and just do a quick audio video check.
Smriti, other panelists are saying उनका कैमरा नहीं चल रहा है. So obviously they are in the attendees, तो उनको हमें shift करना पड़ेगा panelist में.
अच्छा,
It's
okay.
not on, is it?
Yeah, it is Neha. We have Neha over here. Neha, Sanjeev sir, ये and Dr. Ajay Jain, RFI. So इनको हमें panelist में shift करना पड़ेगा.
ये जो आप बोल रहे हैं कोच नेहा गोयल, इनको
हाँ,
करना है।
yes. कोच नेहा गोयल, then अजय सर हो गए, एक इंजीनियर संजीव गुप्ता है, that one. Yeah, कोच नेहा and संजीव गुप्ता.
Sir, we can also move Dr. Sindhu Bhaskar to the panelist
Yeah.
group. And
Sindhu Bhaskar and Professor Rajput sir, Rajput sir is also there.
and then also Sanjeev Gupta, sir. We can move all of them to the panelist. And Dr. Ajay Jain as well.
प्राची मैम, मैं ऐसा करता हूँ कि आप में जो है हम आपको को होस्ट बना देते हैं किसी एक को, तो आप भी कर सकते हैं।
ओके। ओके, ठीक है। आई कैन ऐड पीपल ना? हाँ ठीक है, आप कर
या,
दीजिए।
या।
ठीक है,
तो
perfect।
योर गुड नेम प्राची।
प्राची गुप्ता, हाँ प्राची गुप्ता कर दीजिए।
सर आपने मुझे तो को होस्ट बनाया हुआ है ना, बिकॉज मुझे तो चाहिए होगा आई बी स्पीकिंग थ्रू आउट।
हम्म।
स्मृति भाटिया को।
आप दोनों लोगों को बना दिया, यू कैन ऐड आल्सो।
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
ओके।
So we have a lot of people who have joined in. We'll just give a minute or so and then we can get started. Prachi, should we start?
I think we should start now because already time. We should start.
All right. So here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our global audience. We are thrilled to kick off this international conference, AI in Leadership, Sustainability, and Entrepreneurship. The term artificial intelligence was coined by the American computer scientist Mr. John in 1955. He considered the birth of AI as a research field, and often he is called as the father of AI. He proposed this concept in a very famous conference and to explore the making of machines learn and reason just like humans. I would take this opportunity to introduce our organizing team as we move ahead with the event. We have with us my business co-partner, Ms. Prachi Gupta. She is the founder of ENN360. which is an education platform. She also runs a publication house and has an experience of about 12 years. She is the winner of the Karamveer Chakra Award, is the bestseller author for 10 books, educator, brand ambassador of Research Foundation of India, an entrepreneur, and a TED speaker. We welcome you, Prachi, to this wonderful conference.
Thank you so much, Smriti. I really am happy to be here and welcome everyone to the international launch of this AI conference. We are honored to host such a global community of dedicated people who are here for a sustainable future. I'm looking forward to an enriching experience for everyone here. So let's begin and get to our keynote speakers.
Excellent. I am Smriti Bhatia. You've been interacting with both of us all these days. So I am an entrepreneur and awarded designer chocolatier since 2010, founder of Smriti's Chocohouse and Siabas, also running the education company along with Prachi. My overall experience is about 21 years, which also includes my background as an IT professional. An educator, sociopreneur, and a show host, has worked with Tata Sky, Amul, and also has won a lot of awards globally, both in chocolates and also along with the education wing. We welcome you all to this vibrant online event, and it is our pleasure to host each one of you today. A big thank you to Maharishi University, Dr. Ratish Gupta, Director Corporate Affairs, and CMBZ, Ms. Carmen, International Students Education Expert, the Delhi Climate Week, whom we have also partnered along with. So we together as one collaboration big team are here today to present something unique and interesting. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to congratulate each one of us because today it's an incredible diversity we are celebrating with participants of over 14 countries joining across different time zones, cultures, and backgrounds. And this is exactly the power of technology and of global connections. We also have with us students from the AI clubs of Germany and Kazakhstan. Now that is wow, 14 countries and so many diverse cultures under one platform. We are honored to have with us an extraordinary lineup of speakers, panelists, and special invitees whom we'll be introducing as we move ahead. The event structure looks like a couple of keynote addresses, panel discussions, we'll have two, and interactive sessions via question answers during the open forum. AI is a set of technologies that empowers computers to learn, reason, and perform a variety of advanced tasks in ways that use human intelligence, such as understanding language, analyzing data, and even providing helpful suggestions. AI is sometimes incorrectly framed as machines replacing humans. Many a times it even starts answering before you complete your question. And that is exactly which becomes funny. And we all talk about AI, very few of us know the real use of it. So let's deep dive. And here I invite our first keynote speaker, Dr. Ajay Jain, International Convener, Research Foundation of India. Sir is an educationist, author, editor, researcher, digital marketing expert, mentor, and reviewer. He has over 19 years of experience. We welcome you, sir, to please unmute yourself, and we'll be very happy to listen to your words of wisdom. I also would request everyone to please keep this to about 2 minutes so that we can cater to all the wonderful personalities that we have with us today. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Today we have joined this international online conference to discuss artificial intelligence in leadership, sustainability, and entrepreneurship. I express my gratitude to all the organizers for providing me this platform. Ma'am, please allow me to run my presentation.
Sure, sir. Sir, if we can just give rights to Dr. Ajay Jain for running his presentation.
मैम ठीक
It's visible, ma'am.
Yes, sir, we are able to see your screen. I think you've removed the sharing.
Yeah. Just
Yes, sir, we can see it. You can share the presentation now.
yes. It's visible, ma'am.
Sir, I think you have to switch the screen. We are able to see the Zoom, not the presentation. So maybe if you can just click on the presentation, we'll be able to see it.
Sure, sure. Again I try it. Again I try it. Please give a minute.
Sir, is your presentation open on the screen on your laptop?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now we can see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, friends, for integration of artificial intelligence, AI into leadership, ma'am, it's visible and properly audible.
Yes, sir, definitely. Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. The integration of AI into leadership, sustainability, and entrepreneurship is a transformative force. AI serves as a powerful partner in leadership, augmenting human qualities like wisdom and compassion while improving decision making through data driven insight in sustainability. AI driven solutions are crucial for achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals by optimizing energy use, reducing waste, and improving resources management. For entrepreneurship, AI is an essential enabler that drives innovation, enhances competitive advantage, and streamlines operations. Okay, so AI in leadership. AI is redefining leadership by shifting the focus from mundane tasks to strategic, ethical, and human-centered activities. Data-driven decision making is a part of AI leadership. AI data-driven decision making involves leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to analyze massive complex data sets, replacing institutions with evidence-based insight. It enables faster, more accurate, and automated decision by identifying patterns and predicting future trends, fostering sustainable growth and reducing operational risk. Here is personalized leadership. AI personalized leadership refers to the use of artificial intelligence tools, data analytics, and machine learning to tailor management approaches, coaching, and development to the unique needs, strength, and weakness. Weakness of individual leaders and team members instead of a one-size-fits-all approaches. AI analyze performance data to provide customized feedback, suggestion, targeted training, and helps leaders foster more inclusive, efficient workplace. Here I show a diagram that is the benefits of AI for leaders. Next, ethical stewardship leaders. Ethical stewardship refers to the responsible management, development, and deployment of artificial intelligence system to ensure aligned with human values, safety, and social benefit. It goes beyond just adopting ethical principles by integrating them into the entire AI lifecycle, from design to deployment, to mitigate risk like bias, privacy violation, and environmental harm. Human AI collaboration. Human AI collaboration, HIC, is a symbolic partnership where human intelligence and artificial intelligence work together to achieve outcome neither could reach alone. Unlike full automation, which replaces human tasks, collaboration focuses on augmenting human capabilities by blending human institutions and ethics with AI's data processing power. In the AI era, the most critical skill shift from performing routine tasks to managing intelligent system and leveraging uniquely human strength. Experts emphasize a blend of human-centric soft skills and AI-specific technical literacy to stay competitive. Now, AI in sustainability. AI is a critical driver for environmental and social sustainability, offering measurable progress in several key areas. First is energy efficiency. For instance, Google's DeepMind achieved a 40% reduction in data center cooling energy using AI. AI energy efficiency is a dual-phased challenge. While the rapid growth of AI infrastructure, primarily data centers, is projected to double global electricity demand in 2030, AI itself is a critical tool for reducing energy consumption across other major sectors. Research suggests AI-driven improvements in the broader economy could save as much energy as the technology consumes, potentially making its overall carbon impact neutral by 2035. Next is circular economy and waste management. Artificial intelligence is fundamentally shifting waste management from a reactive linear model, take, make, dispose, to a proactive circular economy that treats waste as a data-rich resources by integrating AI with technology like the Internet of Things, IoT, and robotics. Industries can keep material in use longer and design out waste at the source. Sustainable product design. AI-driven sustainable product design leverage artificial intelligence to minimize environmental impacts at the most critical stage. The beginning, research show that nearly 80% of a product's environmental footprint is determined during the design phase. By integrating AI, designers can move from reactive assessment to predictive interactive model that optimizes for sustainability, cost, and performance simultaneously. Climate action. AI is a key tool in a global climate action, driving both mitigation, reducing emission, and adoption, building resilience. As of February 2026, major global initiative like the India AI Impact Summit 2026, currently run in Delhi, Bharat Mandapam, and the UN's AI One for Climate Tech Action are scaling these technologies to address extreme weather, energy efficiency, and ecosystem conservation. ESG reporting, ESG. ESG reporting and risk management. ESG means environmental, social, and governance. AI is fundamentally transforming environmental, social, and governance practices by shifting them from backward-looking compliances expertises to real-time predictive strategic assets. By 2024, approximately 63% of companies were already using or planning to use AI for ESG data collection and analysis. Now, AI in entrepreneurship. AI is a game changer for modern entrepreneurs, particularly technology-driven sectors. Lowering barriers to entry, artificial intelligence is a fundamentally reshaping the landscape of innovation and businesses by lowering the barriers to entirely across multiple sectors by democrating across to technical capabilities, reducing capital requirements, and automatic complex tasks. AI enables a broader range of individual and small teams to competence in marketers once dominated by large incompetence. So, innovation and creativity. AI is fundamentally reshaping the landscape of innovation and creativity, involving from a simple automation tool into an active collaborative partner. While AI excels at rapid iteration, pattern recognition, and knowledge mining, Human creators remain essential for providing institutions emotional depth and strategic vision. Here are some examples to connect this particular topic to AI.
Thank you so much, sir. This is wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing such eye-opening thoughts and bringing such views to this table. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
We can stop sharing now.
Yeah.
And as we move ahead, requesting again to everyone to please keep it to 2 minutes so that everybody gets their chance to make their thoughts present. We have the next keynote speaker before we jump into the panel discussion, Dr. Avakash Mishra, Maharishi University. He is holding an experience of 18 years in cryptography, network security, computer networking, cloud computing, computer architecture, and a lot of other diverse things. Sir, may we please invite you for your, yes, I can see you, sir. You're already unmuted. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Very good afternoon to all of you, the panel members, the host, Smriti ma'am, and other panel members and the attendees. Very good afternoon. I am Professor Dr. Avakash Mishra from Maharishi University of Information Technology. I'm representing Maharishi University today also. It is the fastest growing university in the NCR region right now. And here we have various courses also related to the computer science, data science, AI, ML, cyber security, and other courses apart from the engineering. So I want to congratulate all of you and the host to organize the online international AI conference on AI in leadership, sustainability, and entrepreneurship. Thank you so much, ma'am, for organizing this beautiful event and asking all the panel members and attendees to join so that we can collaborate each and everyone. So right now, everyone is talking about AI and AI. But I want to share something that AI is not only a word. It is a big word, okay? Some other are talking about the data science, data engineering, data analytics. There are lots of the things. But in AI and in data engineering, data science, there are lots of the tools that we can learn and we can use. So if I'm giving one example, we heard about the database. It's a small kind of database in which the data has its own schema. It means the data type is there. And if we go for bigger data, then we can say it's a data warehouse. And the big data, there is a term big data also, in which we can store the data that has the structured data type, unstructured data type, and semi-structured data type. It means, suppose we are using the social medias, and right now everyone is using social media. We are just uploading some pics, we are uploading some emojis, and etc. The data immediately stores on the servers, and immediately we can see the response. It means we can think that how much faster is the technology. We are just sharing the data, and it has been stored, and immediately we can see after the processing. So there are lots of the technological paradigm shifts right now by using AI. Just taking some examples for the visualization, Power BI is there, and Tableau is there. For data storing, we have the tools. Hadoop, actually, we use Hadoop distributed file systems, the concept based on the distributed file systems. And for the MapReduce, for the processing purpose, we have the MapReduce, Spark. There are lots of the things. And AI is implementing everywhere. For the government sectors, for the public sectors, private sectors, for the students learning. So there are multiple tools are available. So each one can use the tools according to his or her need. So if we talk about the implementation and the use of AI in cybersecurity, then definitely right now we are using internet. We are also connecting with the internet. So definitely the data should be secure. So cybersecurity is also very, very important area in which we can use AI. Just like we are using Zoom meeting. So there is concept of cloud. Everything is stored on the cloud. We are connected with each other. Distributed processing is also there. So if we talk about the security, we can think right now we are living in cyberspace. We are connecting with the internet. IoT is also there. Smart cities, there is a concept of smart cities, smart colleges, and etc. So how we can integrate AI for the cyber security? Because there are some traditional cryptographies algorithms are there. Just like symmetric encryption algorithms. Suppose I'm taking one example for the basic cryptographic algorithm, transposition cipher, substitution cipher. Just I'm saying you hello. So I can just shift the letters, alphabets, numbers, etc. with another letters, alphabets, and numbers. So I can transmit my hello to any other combination, just add the rate, hash, something to you. So I and the receiver can only understand, but it's a traditional. Right now, there are lots of the things that the intruder can access our data and it can decrypt the data. So we can implement artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms to enhance our security. For this purpose, right now, suppose you have you have seen HTTP and HTTPS also. So hypertext transfer protocol, but there is a term HTTPS. Right now, everywhere we can find a secured hypertext transfer protocols. So there is an implementation of the algorithms for the securing of our data, because data is important. Right now, it is important to save the data. We have the hardware. We can store our data so that companies, just the conference is AI in leadership, sustainability, and entrepreneurship. So leadership can use this data for the business intelligence. So we have to secure the data. We are now we are coming in the phase of the quantum computing. Post-quantum cryptography is also there. So every time we have to update ourselves. Sir, Rajiv sir, Jain sir has already told something about the importance of the AI in various fields. So I want to say that AI is not a term. There are different tools for every sectors. So we have to access. We have to know the tool. It's our responsibility to train the to the society, also to the students and all the members of the society to use the tools according to the need, so that no one can hack our data. Because I'm taking very common example. Suppose in a country, everything depends on the electricity. So if we attack on the electricity and we shut down the electricity, then backup is limited. So if it goes 1, 2, 3 days, then definitely everything will be stopped and no one can do anything. So it's a very challenging area. So and the implementation of AI is very important. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure these thoughts have really charged us up and have got our minds to think a lot more. Thank you for these inspiring words.
Thank you so much.
Now, as we move ahead to the first panel, I would like to call upon our 3 panelists for the first panel. The first being Professor Dr. P.K. Rajput, Senior Vice President, Guerrilla Pharmaceutical, Life Members of Leadership Excellence, Harvard Square, Cambridge, USA. He has over 4 decades of distinguished corporate experience, is a global speaker, author, and a leadership coach. Our second panelist is Mr. Narayan PV, Biopharma AI Consultant, Biopharma Channel Practice Head. Sir has 4 decades of experience in the biopharma industry. Seasoned expert in developing innovative AI solutions. He has deployed successfully AI solutions in inventory and expiry management systems and much more. Our third on the panel is Dr. Sindhu Bhaskar, Chairman and Founder, EST Group Forbes Council, and enterprise based in MIT ecosystem, Cambridge. Sir has worked for achieving global leadership and transforming the financial ecosystem through digital evolution, fintech revolution, and economic inclusion. A warm welcome to all three of you. We will now get started with the first panel. We all can applaud. I know we all are muted, but we can still applaud.
Thank you.
All right. So my first question on the panel would be to Dr. Sindhu. Sir, what leadership skills become more important and which less relevant in the AI augmented organizations?
Thank you very much for the question. And thank you, ENN360, for inviting me to this event. To answer this question, we need to first understand the proliferation of AI in the organization. AI has become an integral part of modern life. Its applications are vast, its potential limitless, and its implications profound. So I will try to analyze it on different parameters like nature of AI, changing success metrics in corporate sector, AI, how it is redefining value system. Then fourth will be your machines, how they are silencing human beings. Fifth will be corporate knowledge work like cloud-style co-work systems. Sixth will be how value appropriation is done by machines vis-a-vis human beings, again, in corporate sector. Seventh is the ethical risk, and eighth is jobs impacted. So while analyzing all these points, I will try to be as brief as possible. The technology is evolving into heavy industry as much as software, because earlier we were talking of AI and all those things as software. But now with Claude co-work, which Anthropic has brought, we are moving from software to industry-based, enterprise-based. So that has totally changed the dynamics of AI in industry and working. The success metrics has again changed because we are not talking of hours of work, but we are talking about success. So how much success we have achieved and how much goals we have completed. So it becomes very goal-centric AI working in enterprise. Then we have this strategic resilience also, because the transition to an AI integrated economy requires a shift from measuring hours work to tasks completed. So that is the resilience system which this AI has created in the working. The next point was AI has become the economic backbone, because leadership has to now battle in this regenerative AI era, because the danger is not that AI has automated everything, but there are so many things with AI that the leader has to battle with it and see what they have to do and what they don't have to do. It shifts organizations from human judgment to machine coherence, and that is where importance of human beings are going down, and that is what I meant by that machines are silencing human beings. So decision becomes model-centric. Model says no, then even the boss of the company has to say no, because if he takes that risk of saying yes against the system, AI system that has been implanted there, and if something happens, then the responsibility falls on him. So he tries to be very protective by himself and just put the onus on the machine itself, so that if anything goes wrong, okay, it was the machine, not me. So that is how the responsibility factor is also changing with the AI setup. But we need to understand whether it is good or bad. That is a separate part of it. Now with Claude style co-work system, AI is writing, designing the code, creating the strategies, the reviews, evaluates them, and comes out with the foolproof system. So earlier we had the system of one team is making some propositions, other team is checking it, and then there is the revalidation, and then implementation. But now AI is subsuming and assuming all the roles of makers and checkers. One of my recent articles was on this, how AI is appropriating all the roles of maker and checker, and human effort is becoming redundant, and that is why there is value appropriation by machines. So even if we are creating the language models, large language models, and everything to make the machines more and more intelligent, but when the success of the industry and the company has to be given, then it goes to AI. So machines are totally appropriating the value created by human beings. But
Wonderful.
it has created.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for taking this question up. Now I would like to ask my next question to Rajput sir. So, sir, we would like to know in today's world, because it is a startup culture for the youth and for everyone, even I think the existing entrepreneurs and professionals are switching over to the startup culture. What kind of startups do you think will only and only exist because of AI?
Okay. Thank you very much. Very, very good morning, good afternoon to everybody on this platform. How much time I have?
Sir, so I think 2 minutes is standard for everyone. We are stretching here and there,
Okay,
but
fine.
no
So
worries.
that
Please
is,
go on, sir. Yeah.
thank you so much. But before to it, I just like to have some prelude of this wonderful conference. Why it is important? Why I said it was a prelude, because listening to two of the great speakers, and then Sindhu sir. Here the question comes, right, that from centuries humanity has built walls, borders, and boundaries. But now, for the first time in the history, we all have created something that naturally refuses to recognize them. And you know that creation is artificial intelligence. AI never asks where you come from. It asks what problem are we solving together. And that's why the theme today, your wonderful theme, AI without borders, where I was just writing it down. 14 countries, the people from Germany, Kazakhstan, they all have joined. So they want to understand this is not about the technology. It is about the rewriting the way humanity collaborates to solve its biggest challenges. And I'm very happy that on today we are having this great conference where even the AI summit is happening, and there are 100 countries they are participating. They are also talking about the same thing which is there. So what a beautiful coincidence is there. So my salute to the organizer, my salute to all of you for inviting me on such a great conference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now coming to your question, right? What kind of startups will exist only because of AI? Am I right? That is your question?
Yes, sir, correct.
Okay. So AI not just enabling the startups. I was listening to Sindhu sir, right? Leadership and all these things, right? Very, very important. AI is creating entirely new business categories that could not exist earlier. And these startups are AI natives. I call it AI natives, meaning AI is their core operating architecture, not just a supporting tool. Gone are the days for that. So broadly, if we see, there are 5 majors, but there are something more. One is, you know that after AI, the generative AI has come. So the generative and the creative AI industry, because this includes the synthetic media companies creating visual influences, automated content studios providing videos, music, and so many things. Second thing is autonomous agent and service startups, where the AI-driven agents will independently perform the complex tasks like the customer service, software development, shopping assistance, and workflow automation. Thus, they redefine all these 4 things, that how the services are delivered with the minimum human intervention. Third is hyper-personalized experience platform. It is very important again, because AI will power personalized healthcare. Today we talk about the precision medicine. So precision healthcare is going to happen. Yesterday I was seeing the video that the Geo people, they have added the AI healthcare clearance in just 70 seconds. You can see your entire data, entire profile. Predictive analysis can happen. Predictive wellness coaching can happen. Compatibility based platforms are there. So this is the third thing which can be happening with this AI. Now, fourth is the security. What is beautiful example of our Operation Sindoor? The great example that with that thing we are able to take care for the things which is very important, and that's why it makes a difference. So AI audit system, ethical compliance platform, digital identity. So many things that can happen with this, which is the startups can take care. Then predictive and simulation-based intelligence startups, because this is again very important. AI will enable the precision diagnostic part, climate and carbon intelligence platform, predictive agriculture systems, digital twin infrastructure modeling, because that is the way the things are going to happen in the coming time. And autonomous mobility, smart transportation startups, you know that how the things are happening, climate intelligence, food security startups, human AI collaboration platform for workforce augmentation. So multiple things, the startups will be able to exist only because of AI. And in the nutshell, I can say these startups are being built from the ground up around AI capabilities like generative intelligence, predictive analytics, autonomous decision making, and now artificial general intelligence is also coming up. Then after that, the quantum intelligence is coming up, which is making them economically viable and technologically possible only in the era of AI. That's what I have learned from the AI guru. And I just want to say this here.
That's a wonderful input, sir. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, so on this itself, I have another question in continuation for you only, sir. So how can policymakers partner with the government and the startups without actually slowing them down?
Fantastic question. Fantastic. Actually, what you have asked the question, it is happening from last 3 days, right, in Bharat Mandapam. And the things are happening. So policymakers, they must shift from the regulation first to collaboration. First, the government and effective strategies, which includes, I'm just listing them out. It is the creating the regulatory sandboxes where the startups can innovate under monitored but the flexible rules which are important. In encouraging the public-private partnership for AI development in the healthcare, climate, and governance, which you know that already started, and you can see that multiple stalls are there where they are talking about it. People, they are understanding the thing that how the change can happen in the Bharat Mandapam. Developing the ethical AI guidelines rather than restrictive the laws. So guidelines is different. You cannot go with the same old laws. Providing the funding because it requires a lot of money also. It requires the infrastructure also, and also the open data platform. Supporting the cross-border AI collaboration and knowledge sharing. That's why 45 countries today are there in AI and Bharat Mandapam, and that's why 14 countries are there on your platform. So this is the supporting the cross-border part and investing in the AI true skill development and talent ecosystem. When I say true skill development, it is the real thing which is really required. It is the soft skills, apart from the soft skills, the basic hard skills, which is very important. So the goal should be to create trust-driven innovation ecosystem where the governance ensures the safety without suppressing the creativity. Because creativity is going to lead, innovation is going to lead. And AI, I can say AI, without borders is not just about technology expansion. It is about collective intelligence, solving the collective global challenge. And today, again, on this platform, we are talking about the same, that how collectively we can take up the challenge under your this great platform, which even the world is talking, world is thinking about it. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we move on to our next panelist, Narayan sir. Sir, from you, we would want to understand two things. One would be for corporates and the others would be for students. So my first question to you would be, what are one or two practical steps that the companies in any sector can take in the next 12 months to connect AI projects with real sustainability outcomes? This is a question for you because you are actually a part of the Bharat Mandapam Summit right now, and you've been doing some great work in the field in this direction. So that's the question for you.
Thank you, Smriti, for the wonderful introduction. I would say that I am coming from a domain where active application of AI is taking place. So I am from the, you can say that I'm at the tip of the pen. And whereas Professor Rajput and Dr. Sindhu, they have, they have a top-end view of how things are flowing. Yeah, and it is very inspiring to listen to them as well. I understand Dr. Sindhu's kind of concern that human suppression is taking place. I also am, share the enthusiasm of Dr. Rajput, where he says that we are into an era of collective intelligence. That's what I would like to believe, because we should understand that AI is not replacing us. AI is solving problems which were unsolvable even with our presence. As human beings, we were present, but there were still challenges which we could not solve. And that's how I would like to look at the role of AI in our life today. And it is multidimensional, and it is scaling up very, very fast, as Dr. Rajput mentioned. So I would like to have a more hopeful picture that we are going to solve more problems which humans alone could not solve. Yes, I'm not ignoring the challenges like job losses or certain roles in the job going off. They will always be there when one technology replaces. See, in the banks and all, people of my vintage have gone to the banks when every entry was made by the clerk on a ledger. But here we have everything done, without any human intervention. So every transition takes place. There is some kind of a role which becomes obsolete, but some new role takes in. So that's what is going to happen with AI. So overall, I would be, very hopeful about the development of AI. Your question, if I understood clearly, was one about tourism, was it? And
So, sir, it was not
one or two steps, one or two
uh,
things, immediate
yes,
steps that companies can take.
immediate steps. Yes.
That's true. So, first of all, the immediate steps we rise right when the AI surge is there. At the same time, the climate is occupying top of the mind concern among all countries. Yeah. So it's in a way good that AI will be able to channelize the efforts and resources in the right direction so that we can solve a pressing problem like climate, about which everyone is understanding. We are in Delhi and we see the amount of pollution, etc. So that's so the first thing that we can do is to embed KPIs in the project scope at the launch. So I'm taking a scenario where a new company is being launched. So this is an excellent opportunity, because when the company and the manufacturing setup, everything is going to be set up, processes are going to be set up. It is the right time to put in ESG KPIs right at front, yeah, across scope 1, 2, and 3. And you have IoT and AI, which combine beautifully to create real world scenarios in miniature. We call it as digital twins. So, and these digital twins actually mimic the function of let's say a machinery, taking the inputs and making out the end product. In such a scenario, what happens is you are able to test out different variables in very minimal time. So your testing, product testing, manufacturing process testing, everything, the time frame is cut down to hours and days from months in the past. So this is a very, very important thing which is happening. And so we should be integrating predictive models like IoT as well as the AI into this. I would cite one example from my own domain, that is HRV Pharma. It cut down solvent waste by 20% by deploying AI in optimized routes. So this is in the scope 3, where they are tracking where from the resources are coming and what is the route is being taken, and it is getting optimized. And 20% cut. Yeah, and you can imagine both carbon cut is there and cost cut is also taking place. And Cipla recently did ethical sourcing, reducing emissions by 15%. APIs are high carbon, footprint production models, and there it was able to cut down, API emissions by about 15%. So in short, IoT and AI adoption has to be integral, and you have to embed ESG right at the beginning. And these same IoTs should be the data from the same IoT which is generated, IoT and AI twins, they should be used for the ESG reporting. because we need not refer to multiple set of data. The AI is integrating everything, and by which the finance can take its own inferences, by which manufacturing can take its own inferences, and by which the sustainability professionals and people concerned with the carbon footprint in the organizations are also able to take the inference. So it's a completely integrated system that I am, proposing, and this is one way it is. And what was the second point? Is it about tourism?
No, sir. So the next question, I would like you to list down top three skills that are important for students, professionals, young professionals,
Yeah, sure.
and which are important to work at the intersection of AI and sustainability per se.
Yeah. So here the important thing is that what kind of skill and the mindset. I make a distinction here. Skills that you bring to the table is your domain skill. It is AI is something which adapts to you. You don't have to adapt to you to the system. In the software era, we need to learn a language to talk to the computer so that it can deliver something. But
Correct.
here in AI, it is a natural language interaction. So you don't have to adapt. So most important thing is you bring your expertise in your domain, like I brought from pharma industry, mine. So you bring in your domain expertise, combine it with the ability to utilize data, IoT, and so much of data is there, which is not being currently used because the systems are not there. But when AI and IoT are integrated, you get live streaming of the data, and you will be able to smoothly, form judgments on what course to take in any particular aspect. So domain knowledge and ability to integrate data science to your domain knowledge, I think two things will go a long way. I would like to highlight one important application which IIT graduates in Arogya AI are doing. They are blending machine learning and data that comes out from pharma production processes with AMR prediction. So they are able to predict in rural areas the extent of AMR spread via ICMR networks. So this focus on offline tools basis the healthy flow of processed real time data from processes. These are going to make a lot of difference and addressing global problems like antimicrobial resistance, which even the Prime Minister recently flagged in one of his Man Ki Baat.
All right. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm sure we all have really benefited from your tips on
Can I add one thing? Can I add one thing?
Yes, sir,
Can I
please
add?
go ahead.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
being apart from the corporate professional, and since Mr. Narayan is from the pharma industry, I'm also from the industry. Two more things have been added here. I was just adding. One is the statistical data outcomes, how to read it. And the outcome is very important because today a lot of information is available, right? But to connect that dot is important, and connect the dot in the right segment is important. And there the creativity comes, there the innovation comes. So today the young generation should start analyzing the data as per the real requirement. And at the same time, then you start putting your creativity, which is going to make a difference. I was listening one of the very important talk. I just want to add one more minute. Every 10 years, the brain development of the human is changing. Today, what I am, right? After 10 years, the new generation is coming. They will be coming with lot of clearance, right? So this 10 years, that's why we talk about the generation gap. Today, we don't talk about the generation gap. We talk about the brain development which is happening there. So this is the way that we can make a difference, and that is the way we can quantify it ourselves. So AI is not going to rule ourselves. AI is going to build as per the requirement which is there through creativity, through innovation, which is the need of the hour. Thank you.
Agree. Very well brought through point. Thank you so much, sir. Very well brought through. Thank you.
Yes.
So before we wrap up this panel, I would have one last question for Dr. Sindhu. Sir, so I would like you to list down top three job profiles which will always require a human touch and will never go away because of AI. So for example, teachers or any other job profile.
Yeah, teachers, nurses, and whichever requires compassion and empathy and moral judgment, those jobs will always be in demand because other thing is mechanical. Because when we see AI, we are seeing agentic swarms. So you have workers, you have coordinators, supervisors, coordinators, and all the different level of AI workers. But the concept that is being developed right now is digital colleague, digital comrade. So human beings are not being left out. We are trying to, AI is trying to be friendly with humans. So repetitive works they can keep on doing, and human beings can keep on giving the moral content to it and supervisory role to it. As if you see EST platform, it is basically an impact platform. And right from the beginning, I have been trying to integrate the frontier technologies to my platform so that they can work seamlessly in tier 3, 4, 5 centers. So as a banker, I first started with fintech. Then I realized that a rural area requires, say, agriculture requires a real push. So I created the agri-tech and CNet Zero. Then I realized that, okay, with that, healthy farmer should be, is a better asset. Then I created my own patented healthcare device. After that, again, I realized that still people are not adapting and adopting the technology because of cultural fear. So I started my educational wing, EST Fab. So, and wherein I am creating digital knowledge empowerment of youth. So that is how the sequence goes. So even AI is creating its own ecosystem. Human beings are also creating their own ecosystem, and both the ecosystem have to reconcile to each other, and interoperability has to there, and then it is going to work in a very seamless manner. Thank you.
Yeah,
Perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
absolutely.
So I
Can I make a point here? I think Dr. Sindhu summed up very nicely that, we have to reimagine how, as humans, we will think about work. That is essentially what he's saying, that there are certain roles as a thinker, as, in terms of moral judgments, in terms of empathy, in terms of, I come from the same industry, and I can say people who are into nursing, who are into patient care, and caregivers. And today you have so many people who have gone abroad. Their parents are there, and there are professionals who are, completely taking care of the life needs of, those elderly parents back home. So these are the areas, and so we need to really think at any profession from this angle that, what as a human being I should do, because I have got an assistant, something which is given to me. With that assistant, what is the best I can do in terms of, bringing out the highest impact? So that's a very important part.
right.
Yeah,
Thank you
one
so
more
much.
thing I would like to add. Sorry, I'm taking one more minute. It is also your income classification, which goes towards adoption of AI and all the new technologies. Lower your income, they are not very much willing to adopt to these expensive technologies, I will say. And higher income group is definitely running for all these technologies. So we have basically everywhere technology haves and technology have nots, and that is how the interaction has to go and work like that. Thank you.
Thank
Sorry
you.
to
Thank
take more time.
No, I think a wonderful panel done. We have learned so many insights from each one of you, very deep expert views. A big round of applause for all the
And we have
panelists.
inspired so much because your questions were so inspiring. That is the reason
Yeah.
you made
Thank
us
you.
to it.
Thank you.
And the last
Thank you.
word for your conference I like to have, because AI without border is not just a technology movement. It is a humanity movement which you are putting
Movement.
it.
Absolutely.
Yes, but technology alone cannot shape the future. Collaboration with. And believe you me,
Agree.
the answer as always lies not in the machine, but the mind that
But
creates
in
it. AI cannot
absolutely.
be replacing human intelligence. AI is expanding the human possibilities. So, and if we truly embrace AI without borders, what we are doing it, then the future we will build will not belong to one nation, one industry, and one generation. It will belong to the humanity which is really required. Thank you so much.
See, it is basically cross-border cognitive value
Hmm.
exchange. And on that only I created a policy paper for digital economists, that is Neuralink settlement system, that how values with your intent, how values are going to be exchanged and created. So we will have more discussion on that later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you to three of you, and Rajput sir, thank you so much for noticing our tagline for AI without borders. Thank you. All right, so considering the time that we have at hand, we have about 30 minutes. Before the next panel, I would like to invite our next keynote speaker. Our next keynote speaker is Mr. Abraham Paul Vantakachari. He's the global influencer and strategic advisor, global mentor, I would rephrase to that. And he's been conducting a lot of workshops and sessions globally. His pearl of wisdoms has helped a lot of corporate professionals, students, and he's doing a great work in his field. Over to you, Abraham Paul, sir. If you can kindly unmute, and we welcome you to please share your views.
Is it audible now?
Yes, sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir. However, if you can just adjust your camera a little bit, your face
Okay,
is a little
fine.
cut.
It's fine.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, good afternoon, one and all. I would like to give my 2 cents regarding AI's evolution in the current industry and how much it is doing to make it more varied. But at the same time, people with a lot of inputs and outputs are doing their bit for the industry in various verticals. Here, I would like to even thank the people who have preceded me with who are subject experts in their own lines, and also the team which has put forth the whole scenario in the best possible way. That is Maharishi University and ENN360 for their coordination and putting forth such a useful and meaningful online conference. Here, there are a lot of things which have been told over the few speakers we had over the time, and that has been clearly useful in the various verticals which have been applicable. Here, it is not a matter of AI coming and invading the situation. It has augmented the situation. It has made it more powerful to really encounter the modern day world, which is truly a rat race to reach the top. And people have to use cutting edge technology to make the search the most appropriate and most useful. So here, what is happening is people need not be disgruntled with what is happening by the invasion of AI, but they have to augment their skill set or expand their skill set in such a way that things change for the better, and they have their own skill set gone in a very different way and best for the current world situation. We are seeing certain things which we feel that it is being played, and there are big players in the market who try to dictate a lot of terms, but there I feel that there is a bit of a herd mentality amongst us, and they have created a fear psychosis also, that if you don't do this, this happens. But here we have to you have to put our heads together and see whether those things are feasible for the certain things what they want, because the verticals are of different types. We encounter people right from a student, right from a corporate honcho and all that, who are working in different segments, and they are the ones to decide what to do and what not to do. We have our wings, and we have to fly in the best way possible so that things can happen in the right way, what we think should happen. So there is a lot of things where I would like to go in the layman language for a simple reason that I think the technicalities have already been put forth, and it is my duty to put it in layman language and see to it that things happen in the right way, where AI is there to stay, but it never can replace things like empathy, servant leadership, and things like emotional intelligence and all that, because these are critical factors and cardinal elements which are going to take our life forward. And without the human brain, things will not be possible. We can surge only with a combination and by coexisting and by doing things in the right way, in the best way possible for that particular industry, whatever industry they are in. And with these words, I would like to wind up my, with giving my 2 cents for what AI is all about in the current scenario where people thrive for betterment of the society and betterment, whatever verticals they are operating in. Let it go for the better and not for the worse. People have to think with a positive mind, with the human element, always in picture, without deterring their knowledge base and always increasing their, their dearth of knowledge and trying to make it the most fruitful thing possible in the current situation. That is what I have to say for the whole thing.
Thank you so much, Paul, sir. I'm indeed grateful to you for putting it up in very layman terms and keeping away from all the technological words. Thank you so much for sharing your special views with us.
Thank you.
I would now like to invite our next special guest, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, mentor of India Niti Aayog, incubator master Smart City Mission, founder president Anusandhan Chamber of Commerce, to speak a few words of wisdom with us. Sir, over to you. Sanjeev, sir? Sanjeev, sir, are you able to hear us?
I think there's some problem. We can play with the video then.
Okay, so Prachi, maybe you can call him offline and I'll move to the next special guest.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
So we move on to our next keynote speaker, Miss Lisa Russell. She is a United Nations contracted filmmaker, Emmy Filmmaking Award winner, AI filmmaker, Women in Ambassador, and a creative economic strategist. We are super glad to have you with us, ma'am. And I know you've shared a video with us, which you would like to play. Before we play, would you like to say something, or we can directly move to playing the video?
Yeah, you can play the video and then maybe I can speak after it.
Sure. Okay, over to the IT team.
Hindsight is 2020. So what will future generations remember about the choice you make today? We stand on the threshold of tomorrow, a time when artificial intelligence could repair what generations have damaged, restore equilibrium, and calm the warming heartbeat of the Earth. But there is another path. Machines built for profit, networks tuned for conflict, a race for speed that forgets wisdom, and a hunger for control that abandons care. This is not an accusation. The Earth has survived every age of upheaval. What hangs before us is the story still unwritten, a story we have the power to shape together, where progress is matched by compassion and intelligence learns the art of empathy. We are the generation that will carry forward the choice you make today. While we sit in math class studying probability, you are shaping the greatest probability of all, the future of humanity. Now the way forward is in your hands, to carry this momentum from today's dialogue into real, collective action that shapes an ethical and inclusive future for AI. So we are asking you, not as students, not as young people, but as those who will still be alive in 2050. And when we, the future generations, look back, we will say, hindsight is 2020. May we speak your names with gratitude for choosing the path of wisdom and courage over exploitation. You decide.
Now, that was quite interesting. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing this video with us.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just want to First, welcome and thank you all for inviting me. I'm very honored. I'm calling in from Mombasa, Kenya, and I just have really appreciated the speakers so far. I'm learning so much. But I have worked in the UN space as a filmmaker for the last 20 years, and I'm somebody who is incredibly excited about the potential of AI. And that's because I really have focused a lot of my, at least last 5, 6 years on climate storytelling. And I feel that we are losing the climate narrative because we don't have enough stories, and we don't have enough stories told in the way that moves people. And this is where I have built a startup. I am a new startup founder. It's an AI native startup that is reconfiguring narrative structure of how climate storytelling and sustainability storytelling is delivered. So instead of these big organizations that spend millions of dollars on content that is very policy driven, very issue driven, I'm creating a system that helps organizations, mostly any creator, take these big ideas, data, big policies, and help translate them into human-centric stories. And this is the essential, the skill set that I bring to the UN. I know how to speak the UN language. I know that culture, but I also know how to make really emotional films. And I feel there's a lack of the ability to understand how to straddle those two worlds. So I built an AI story engine. I'm happy to put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to try it. It's on my website. But where I'm going is I'm really adamant that, and I appreciated somebody saying that, we're in kind of a startup culture, because never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I would be a startup founder. But I'm finding that in addition to the previous speakers who are saying that AI can be the solution for humanity, I see AI as the solution for humanitarian storytelling, and I want to use my expertise and amplify it through the power of AI. So I'm happy to talk to anybody. I mean, there's people in here talking about ESG. There's people talking about AI native startups. Like, this is all the stuff I need to be learning and consuming, not just making films and making art. But I'm really honored to be here, and I'm happy to connect with anybody who is interested in this particular area of AI development. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are so grateful that you could spare your time and speak with us on this. And we really wish so much success to the startup, because I think the future generations really require to see the globe the way it should be and not what it is right now, especially with the climate and sustainability. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so we will now move on to our next panel, the second and the last panel. And with this, I think with all the insights we've heard till now, we all are already a step wiser in our thoughts and our mindsets. So once we are more charged up, the next set of brilliance, we have 3 people on the next panel. The first one is Mr. Devashish Dahal. He is currently working as the water resources engineer and researcher in the United States. With a strong background in research, he has contributed over 15 peer-reviewed papers and has presented at various conferences. His collaborations include institutions such as Illinois Department of Climatology, Southern Illinois University, Colorado State University, and many, many more universities across the globe. We welcome you, sir. The next we have on the panel as Mr. Sharwan Taha Amin, Education and Development Specialist, Kurdistan region of Iraq. And the third we have with us on the panel as Ms. Neha Goyal, trauma-informed coach, DNA astrologer, holistic transformation mentor, and ma'am focuses on enabling better relationship with AI leadership rather than burnout and fear, working with teams and individuals in building resilience, helping leaders to slow down by differentiating between the machine execution and human responsibility. We welcome you all to this wonderful panel. A big round of applause, mute, unmute. We all can give a big round of applause to all the panelists. Okay, so we start with first Sharwan sir. Our first question to you, sir, would be an innovation in AI which you think is a boon to education and governance both.
Yes, so good morning from my side and good afternoon, mostly in India. And thank you so much for Symmetry and Prachi for this opportunity to talk about AI and what's going on nowadays in terms of development. So I will start with the saying that AI is made by human, but data and the details what made is and what developed is how we use this AI. So so from my perspective, I can say that a technical founder is easy to make a AI company. So for me, having participating in different conferences recently in Romania and in London, we have talked about different types of development and especially in terms of healthcare and education. But now I just want to talk about key roles of non-technical founder. So people are those engineers who are specialists in AI, they are creating the tools, but who matters or who make, let's say, this development is the data maker and those people who are specialists in different in their area of expertise. But I just want to focus on what Dr. Rajput said, the challenge. It was really good. And in my side, I can say there's problem of identification, understanding the real world problems such as AI, how it can be solved, and also the vision and leadership. What Dr. Senjo said about values, what is matters. So if we create something from the AI, how the ethics will be valued and being, let's say, mattered in terms of ethical, because it deals with people, a human, and also how business development, such as building partnership, attracting customer, and security funding as well, besides team building. So this, what also I will refer to what Dr. Narayan said about the role of the engineering as well. So this full package is creating AI, but it goes refers to the people who are creating it. So I will give example. OpenAI was founded by leaders such as Sam Altman, whose main strategy was leadership, investment, and strategy. But also he helps scaling organization and secure funding. Besides to bring products such as ChatGPT, and also there's millions of users nowadays worldwide they are using it. I will refer again to the challenge. So we have difficulty understanding technical limitations. So people need different capacity building in this regard. Besides risk of hiring the wrong technician team. So how you know you make the segments. I prefer to refer to Professor Ranchport. He was talking about how the segments will be made. And I was writing down notes by Dr. Senjo as well, empathy, supervisors, and also digital challenges as well. Besides communication gaps between business and technical teams, so what it needs is also we need like revision to be made between time and time. And also I will refer to the dependence on technical experts for product development. This is after a period of time, so we need to create more tools. I will refer to a tool which is called school management. This is made by AI. Recently in John Liverpool University, it was made by experts. So the people, I mean, the three, let's say, pillars of education, which is students, teacher, and parents as well, they were in this link and they were aware of everything what's happening in the school, such their marks, their behavior, what's going on, and even they can watch the classrooms. This is brilliant. This is all made by AI. And also how to overcome this challenge is to learn basic AI. So nowadays everyone needs basic AI concepts. Also, the partner with technical co-founder. So what they have made, they need to make certain capacity building toolkit in order to be sent to those people to be aware of, such as in parents and teachers, supervisors, whatever. And also higher experience advisors. This is what Professor Sindhu was talking about. And also focusing on solving real customer problems. This is in terms of business.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable inputs to each one of us. My next question is to Neha ma'am. So, ma'am, you bring in a lot of different thoughts and probably an emotional human touch to this wonderful conference. So, my questions will also be on that line as well. So, if you talk about spiritual science, for spiritual science, is it good to use AI? And have, we've seen a lot of people using AI for birth charts, for astrology. Do you think it is dangerous or it is okay to use AI for spiritual science? What are your views on this?
Thank you so much for asking me this very, very relevant question. And I'm so glad that we are asking it today when there has been discussion that I heard in the panel about how empathy and AI, they go hand in hand and one is not separate from the other, and which is where my answer also comes in, that AI, when it comes to spiritual science, is a tool. And honestly speaking, the danger is not specifically AI. Actually, the danger is the dilution of depth, which is what spirituality, astrology, tarot, numerology, or even the trauma-informed coaching that I have so far been holding space for in this particular field brings when a human being comes to picture. And in astrology, for example, there are certain things which AI can do, and it can do very fast, such as calculating quickly or generating certain interpretations by gauging the pattern, even synthesizing these patterns, using patterns from across which has been fed to it across and making sense of it. But astrology, and especially the kinds that I do, which is where we decode the karma, the past karma, and therefore giving certain insights as to how now we move forward in that karma, is not just data assembly. So many of experts here mentioned that how data so far is being utilized beautifully to give an outcome. But karma and human brain, human mind, creating a space for them is not just data. What it really requires is some sense of intelligence, some sense of also lived experience, lived psychological understanding, because every human being is not same. We all are different. And the ability to hold anything which the other is projecting on us, including which has been very well put over here, the ethical discernment, the moral discernment of people in terms of what to say, what not to say. It was in news some time back that how somebody actually self-exited because they outsourced their therapy to AI. And AI finally, the conversation that they had with the AI supported their argument of self-exiting. So this is where the moral and the ethical part of a human being in such kind of spiritual sciences come into picture, which AI, as I said, when it comes to data calculation, etc., can support, but then holding the safe space probably still long time to come. And so therefore, when such mass readings are concerned, and that too without responsibility, that is where the main concern lies. And specifically in spiritual science, when we are dealing with the human psyche, if there is misinformation, even if it is subtle, that can lead to dire consequences. So AI can definitely research. I myself have been utilizing AI very well in researching, but what it cannot do is that it cannot hold a safe space for people. It cannot hold karma, and it cannot hold the consequences which may come. Like, for example, today, if somebody is about to say something, I can maybe add some value to it and stop them from doing something immediately. And that's where my assistants come into picture, which AI may not be immediately able to do. So therefore, when used consciously, it definitely increases access and scope. However, when used unconsciously, that is where the depth is lost, and that is probably where a danger point in spiritual science for AI is.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant input, and I think the human touch factor has definitely added a lot of value to this conference. Thank you so much, Nia ma'am, for sharing. I, however, have one more question for you in continuation to this itself, which is what is that one thing a new founder should validate before building any AI solution?
Beautiful question. And I'm glad that this is being brought to the platform. So I would say, and specifically from the human side that I come from, I've worked with leaders who have been working with AI. So therefore, I would say what I have noticed over a period of time, what a founder can look for validating is that to keep the focus and validate the problem and not the technology. Now, I'll help you understand that further. What happens is that sometimes a lot of people fall in love with the tool, right? But very few validate the human pain. So we have to understand that at the end of the day, AI is to be utilized as a tool to minimize a human pain or a human problem.
Correct.
Right? So before building anything which is AI empowered, there are certain questions I would say that one may want to ask. For example, is it actually solving some friction which exists in reality? Right? Or is this the problem which is frequent, and is it expensive enough for me to back it up with an AI tool? And also, would someone pay to remove this pain? Is this really a pain which needs to be removed? So if AI is used in such a way as a solution, then it is fine. But if automation is better, than using AI, then it's even better. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that AI should be used because it is necessary, not because it is fashionable, not because everybody is using it across. If it is solving a real issue that your product or the service that you provide is facing at the moment, the founder should first look at validating that. Is it actually solving some pain point? And I'm not using it just because it's available. I would say that will make it more sustainable and it will go a more long way.
Wonderful. Wonderful insight, Shah. Thank you so much, Neha ma'am, for adding this value to the panel.
Thank you.
Now we move on to our last and the final panelist on board, Devashish sir. So your question is very focused to the industry you specialize in, which is water management, your research in climate, agriculture. So how do you think AI can help improve the climate change in water management, agriculture, and I'll frame the next question also along with this once you have finished with this one.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it is a privilege to be here today. So I'll take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to Miss Prachi ma'am and Smriti ma'am for this wonderful opportunity to be a part of this wonderful conference over here. And I believe I am the youngest member of the panel. So this is an opportunity for me to learn from all of the experts over there and all the experienced individuals over here. So I'd like to thank both of you for making me a part of this prestigious event. So talking about the water management, I focus on making predictive models that helps us to predict how we can minimize water risks that's currently going around. So in terms of water management, it helps to predict the water availability. Like AI models can help to forecast the changes that are currently going on in water supply that are due to the shifting climate patterns like El Nino and La Nina. So that's going around the globe. So it helps us to predict how we can use the water more properly. Second one would be, it helps us to improve the flood predictions. In my research, I mostly focus on how AI and machine learning can be used to analyze hydrological data and also improve the accuracy of the flood risks predictions to help to design a more flood resilient infrastructures. So the third point I see is like it helps to support the resilient infrastructures. Like AI helps to design systems that are more better equipped to handle extreme weather events because they have already been tested with the historical data, and it has seen how the patterns goes with along the years. We usually do around like 50 years of events, so it had occurred previously, so we can plan accordingly how we can build the new infrastructure that's going on. So when we talk about agriculture, it helps us to optimize the irrigations because AI can help to monitor the soil moistures, the weathers, the crop health, and which helps to ensure the water is either sufficient or insufficient, which can especially help to improve the water scarcity problems that currently farmers are facing. So next, I believe in agriculture sectors, it helps to improve the crop yielding, and also it also recommends the suitable crops which can be grown in specific climatic regions. So I believe those might be the
Yes, thank you.
views on
So
it.
I think you're just not the youngest on the panel. You're also somebody who's from USA and is awake at a time where you should be
Yeah,
sleeping deep.
so that's
So thank
fine.
you for
Yeah.
taking out that time for us. So the second and the last question for you would be, sir, one most important point, just one most important point, how do you think AI can support sustainable urban development in the face of climatic change? Just one, if you can share.
Talking about from my research background, I believe it helps to optimize infrastructure planning. Currently, because right now I've been working here as Illinois and working with the city of Illinois, we are helping the city of Illinois to prepare. The, they are facing a problem of combined sewer outflow in every monsoon. They face a problem of outflow in their combined sewer. So we are trying to prepare a model of how the previous datas and how the climate change is causing it, and how we can model it properly to help the city to prioritize the flood risk zones, map the areas, and also make people around there to be secure when there is a sense of emergency over there. And also we are planning to do and working on emergency planning, I would say early warning systems that helps the individual around the areas to be more precise on how to be safe during the disasters. So that is can be one of the most important point of optimizing infrastructure planning can be used from AI. So
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for
thank you.
sharing your views. So next 30 seconds for Sharwan sir. Only one thing if you can mention in terms of the ethical responsibility that a startup should think of so that they can take care of their data privacy right from day one.
Yes, thank you, Symmetry. I'll talk about AI how it starts up. So this is really a risk because it is related to serious ethical responsibility of people's lives. Because people's lives, especially in terms of hiring, education, healthcare, and finance, we should consider the core ethical responsibilities such as fairness, transparency, and also accountability. I will just say consent is really important. So while you are collecting data, you should be responsible to collect only the necessary ones. And also you need the permission. Besides, you store data in a secure way and using encryption. This to avoid different challenges such as cybersecurity, threats, hacking, misuse, and also personal data. Besides loss of trust between the user and let's say beneficial. I will refer to the human rights. I work in IR Institute, which is for International Rights Institute, and we have seen lots of different cases related to human rights breach because the AI has been used in order to let's say um, make a threat for people's life in terms of like fake news, this news, and also in terms of using people to be marginalized and asking for money. And this has been serious cases here in Kurdistan region and Iraq as well. Recently, I participated in Geneva, and we have talked a lot about this case, how to avoid fake news and how AI has been used in terms of fake photos, videos, etc. Shukriya.
How sweet. Thank you. Shukriya. Okay, so that actually reminds me of saying namaste instead of welcoming you all Okay, so I think we are done with the second panel as well, and a lot of gratitude to each one of you for recharging us with so many inputs, views, insights, and expressions that we will actually take away with us. And not just take away, I think in our own ways, contribute to the best we can. So as we are moving to the end of the conference, I don't think we have a lot of time for the open forum. However, so we will skip the open forum. However, we would like to just quickly have a 1 minute talk with our special invitees. Prachi, if you have, hand over to you for those special invitees that we have.
So we have special invitees from 3 countries. We have Bojana Bogojevic from Serbia. She's a global voice in sustainability, climate change, law and governments, and she's an expert in SDG. So we are having her also. She's in a rush, so will not be speaking today. And then there is one more invitee, which is in a rush. She's Zanti Hondro. She is the international like founder of the poetry festival in Greece, Nosua. She's the first one to do a poetry function over there, and she's a trilingual poetess and translator. So we have these 2 great people with us, and then I will hand over to Smriti so we can have our last 2 guests, Elena, Lena, and Shrestha to speak. Okay, over
Thank
to
you
you.
so much to our special invitees for joining us today and sparing your precious time. Thank you, Prachi. So, last 2 people on board, we have Miss Lena Karopoulos from Greece, journalist and reporter. So, ma'am, from you, we would like to know in about a minute, which is, does AI increase the leadership accountability or it takes away the power from leaders?
I would vote for the first option. First of all, AI used to deal with people, now is dealing with system related to people. So we have to educate the people because we have also ahead the next decade that we're going to speak about super intelligence and that means we have to see also the bio factor. The nano health is coming to us, and we have to put the limits, the boundaries, in order to bring the social impact and the awareness. Where are going to be, let's say, the boundaries for AI, and how can be the human factor can be benefit of it. And that means we should never forget about the human creativity. First of all, is human, and then is coming and following the machines. So, like a journalist, we have to see and to explore also the bioethic consequences of our future, let's say, very positive aspect of view about AI and how we have visioned the whole thing behind it. This is the aspect of journalist world about deepfake, about voice cloning and scams, etc. But we have also the e-health and meta health that is coming, and we have really to put the boundaries. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lena ma'am, for sharing your inputs and also joining in the conference. Now we have Miss Shrestha Samal. She is a research engineer and a project manager as well. Ma'am, from you, we would like to know a very simple answer, which is how should hiring change when AI acts as your co-founder? My request to keep it very crisp so that everybody can then disengage after this.
Yeah, namaste to everybody and a very warm welcome. That's a very interesting question. So, as all the panelists have here spoken, how important the human factor and emotional intelligence component is, and Ms. Neha Goyal had also spoken heavily on this. I totally confer. I come from the research background on micro expressions, detecting a lot of emotional parameters, also how to avoid bad consequences for humanity. The AI that we have on the market is still not mature enough to deal with complex human feelings, and the world, unfortunately, is not ready to take the consequences of AI because it is building a lot of silo systems. And as humans, we are very collaborative and we work together because Together, only we can progress as humans and build a great society. So yes, if we create a AI which is conscious, as mentioned by even Dr. PK Raj both here, and we really need to educate a lot of people. Yes, definitely in the upcoming future, when it is emotionally trained, it can act. As I said, I'm also been a part of United Nations Geneva. There also I said it is our cognitive partner, a collaboration partner, but not a replacement for humanity, especially when it comes to hiring. It's a very sensitive thing. It can make and break lives. It can make and break organizations as well. Look at the organizations who failed to implement AI, and look at how many unicorns are going to come up in the society. So with this, I would like to yield my mic. Thank you so much for the opportunity in this wonderful conference. I'm so happy to hear everybody and meet everyone all across the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In fact, I think we all are very happy to be able to
Yeah.
exchange some great views, and not just that, I think just we all will be leaving with some inspiration, motivation, and charged up to take care of the future in a better way. Now, before we wrap up, we have two special guests who have just joined in, who got delayed in their meetings. We will just quickly introduce them. So we have Mr. Rana Ali, senior journalist and founder of Raz TV. And we have Miss Nizana from Kazakhstan, who runs an AI club. She's an innovation catalyst, emerging leader, and sustainability strategist. We welcome you both, and we are glad that at least you were able to make it to the conference, even though much later. But thank you so much for joining in. Now, as we wrap up, skipping the open forum in lieu of time, this incredible event is coming to an end, and I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our speakers, our panelists, the special invitees, and you, each one of you, the amazing audience. Your presence has completely made the conference so special. A very big thank you to Maharishi University, to CMBZ, Delhi Climate Week, to ENN360, which is Prachi Gupta, and to Smriti's Chocohouse, which is me, Smriti Bhatia, and also to the World Visionary Forum, which is founded very recently, a startup by both me and Prachi together. So until next time, stay inspired, stay tuned, stay curious, and let's
Smriti,
shape a
one
very,
second more. I
yeah.
want to speak about our one partner, Karaman. So Karaman is there from Nigeria, and we are really happy to have her. We had her students, and it was a brilliant thing. So it was nice to have you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Sherry, for sharing that, Prachi. Thank you, Carmen, for having your students with us who could learn from this platform, and I'm sure we'll be able to implement a lot of things that we've put through. If anybody has questions and would like to kind of learn something more deeper, you can always reach out to me and Prachi so that we can have the panelists answer them offline to each one of you, and we'll get the answers to you. We promise you on that because we're skipping the open forum. We promise you
May
that we will get you the answers. Yes,
Mrs.
Reena, ma'am.
Bhatia, may I say something because it's quite
Yes,
important?
me
Because
too.
I'm a journalist at Association of European Journalists, and now European Community, since 3 years so far, has established the data bank. That means that companies are selecting our private data and they are selling it. So we have also to explore this type of environment, who is behind and how can we stop them. So AI conference, that is a suggestion, could be also about this, about not only GDPR, about IDOP is the new cybersecurity factor that we have to explore, not only in Europe, also in Asia, and like this to exchange best practices in order to become more efficient and more flexible to see how we can protect our privacy. It's also very important, not only like individuals, like associations. We've been hacked many times from associations to associations that they have geostrategical and geopolitical scopes. So we have to see and to build a wall of protection against all this. Okay, that was something last that I want to add. thank you so much for the wonderful initiative and the opportunity to participate in it.
Thank you so much, Leena ma'am. That's so kind of you. So we'll be planning many more conferences in future. So please stay tuned. We will stay connected for offline and online both. We are planning an offline next time. So we will stay tuned with each one of you very soon. I
Excuse
think
me,
Carmen,
I
you
have,
want to say something? Yes.
yes, because there is maybe there was a mistake, okay? I'm not from Nigeria, okay? CMBZ Consulting International is a French company, so I'm in France. And there is a difference between CMBZ and CMBZ Consulting International. There are two companies, two different companies. And I'm in France, I am a trainer, and I am the CEO and founder of CMBZ Consulting International. I'm a mentor of students and a career maybe advisor. Okay, I also organize maybe student trips. Okay, the admission in universities and maybe school, business school, and others maybe here in France. Okay, and that's why maybe this morning I have some students. Okay, from Rwanda, South Africa, Ghana also. Okay, but the others maybe were at school, so it wasn't possible for them to be there. I think maybe the Prashi, okay, for this partnership, and maybe next time we will do the best, okay, to have more students to be here today. And thank you for maybe all the panelists.
Yeah,
Thank
we are
you.
happy to have all the students from all the countries. It's like it's a huge thing for us, and we are happy that all countries are collaborating so beautifully. And sorry for like misspelling that country, but yeah, we are happy to have you from France. Thank you, Carmen, and really happy to have you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Have a great day. And see you very soon in our next conference. Namaste and बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
Namaste. Γεια σας. Kalimera from Greece.